With our question 4 at the 2021 May CSEC mathematics paper. Alright, we'll go straight to it and see what I say. It says the diagram below shows two lines, L1 and L2. Alright, so you have line L1 and you have line L2 here. So it says the equation of line L1 is x plus 2y, see it here, x plus 2y equal 10. The line L2 passes through the point 0, negative 5. Down here so. So when x is 0, y is negative 5, so right down here so there. And it's perpendicular to L1. Remember what that means? Perpendicular. You have to remember there's something there now. Right? It means set in the right angle. Alright? What is it say so now? Them say express the equation of the line L1 in the form y equal mx plus c. So L1. Okay. So y equal mx plus c. That means you must write it as a number multiplied by x plus a number. But what then give you? X plus 2y equal 10. What more you do? Pause the video and try it. And not tell me no lie. And pretend like say you pause it and try it. You fi try it. Even if you get it wrong, you fi try it. Alright. Now, what you do now? You want y equal and everything else bungled up over the other side. But the thing is now, you have the x and the 2 mixed up with the y on the same side. So you get rid of the x. X plus 2y equal 10. What we're going to have to do is subtract x. So you minus x from the left and minus x from the right. And why minus x? Because x minus x is 0, so x gone. 2y equal 10 minus x. You see that? So now, the next thing you do, I divide by 2. So 2y equal 10 minus x. You divide both sides by 2 to get rid of the 2. So 2 cancel 2 here, so you have y equal 10 minus x over 2. Alright, we'll continue over here so now. Can write this as y equal 10 over 2 minus x over 2. You see? So both of them divide by 2. This are really y equal 5 minus x over 2. Now remember say, you have to write it as y equal a number times x plus a number. Switch them around and say y equal negative x over 2 plus 5. But this is x divided by a number. So what you say? Yeah, so is y equal. Remember say negative x divided by 2 are the same as negative half multiplied by x. So a negative half x plus 5. So that's the answer. And that you did get, make sure you know. If not, you can try it again. But anyway, see what else they say. So now, it state the gradient of the line L1. Alright. So, remember say, this is the equation of L1, so what is the gradient? There was a certain thing you have to remember. Right? Let me just erase everything here. So, you have to remember, say, when you have y equal mx plus c, the m, the number one multiply the x are the gradient, and the c are the y-intercept wherever I cut the y-axis, but the gradient we are dealing with now. So what is the gradient? This is state the gradient, L1. See here? The gradient is negative half. So that's the gradient of L1. You see? Now, see what else then say? Hence, determine the equation of the line L2. Alright, you want the equation of the line here. Write down what you have so far and see if that can help with. Now remember, say, if you get the full equation, you want the gradient and you want the y-intercept. Now, you don't know the gradient at L2, but you know the y-intercept down here. So for L2, C equal -5, but want the gradient. Remember, say L1 and L2, them perpendicular, them are 90 degrees. And you know the gradient of L1. So how you going to get the gradient of L2 now? You have to remember the relationship between the gradient of two lines when they're perpendicular. Gradient of L1 multiplied by the gradient of L2 equal -1. That now depend on the formula sheet, so you have to remember it. When you multiply the gradient, then you get -1. So yes or no? Gradient of L1 and -1/2 multiplied by the gradient of L2, whatever that is, equal -1. So the gradient of L1 equal -1 over -1/2. You have to remember now how you deal with the thing there. When you have a number over a fraction. Alright, let me rub out this thing here. How we want this space. We know say gradient at L1 and -1/2 already. So gradient at L1, the gradient at L1 and so the gradient at L2 mean. The gradient at L2 we want now. The gradient at L1 and -1/2. So -1 over -1/2 are the same as -1 multiplied by -2 over 1. You go from 1 over 2 to 2 over 1. So this are negative by negative are positive, and these are 2. So the gradient are 2. So what the equation? Y equal 2x plus -5. But of course you already know, so plus -5 mean the same thing as -5, so say -5. So that are the equation of the line. Alright, good. Now we see now what go on here. So okay, we reach part B now. So we're going to deal with part B. Alright, give me 1 minute there. Alright. So we pause the video, go do something and come back. But anyway, this has one you know, we say, given that f of x equal 1/3 x plus 4, and g of x equal 3x over x plus 1, determine the value of f of 9. Alright. When you do this one, f of 9, don't take more than 1 minute to do it. So, alright, you done? Where you get for f of 9? Make sure you do it, right? What it says is f of x equal 1/3 x plus 4. But now them not one of f of x. At f of 9 they say you have to find they want f of 9. So you're going to do this are x here, you turn in a 9. You see that? Right? And this are x here, you turn it in a 9. You have to put the multiplication sign as well. So you see that? You rub out the x and put 9 there. Because wherever you have x, you have to change it to 9. You see? You substitute it. Good. So, where you get that so now? 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 9, how much? 3. So, add 3 plus 4 equal 7. And that you get Right? If I name that you get, when you do it again, I know look on the solution I may have that so. Try do it again by yourself. Right? At the same time you have to remember say what they go come next year upon the paper and the same thing like this, So yeah, at the principle you have to understand. Right? So now we see the next part. The next part say calculate the value of fg of -3. Alright. You see how that go? You have two ways to do this, What is really the ask for are this? F of something. What is something they be? A g of something else of -3. You see that? So find g of -3 first and see what happens. This say g of x equal 3 times x over x plus 1. But I know g of x if we find now a g of -3. So we take out this are x and -3 if we go there. This are x here. A 3 multiplied by x this, So it becomes 3 multiplied by -3. Put the negative in a bracket. And this now, one more x. You substitute -3 for x, You have -3 right here, so this will be g of -3. So g of -3 equal, which you understand what I'm going to say, Right? 3 by -3 hour. -9. -9 over. What is -3 plus 1? I know 4, and I know -4. -3 plus 1 are 2. Right? It's like say you owe the bank $3 million and you make some money and you pay them $1 million. You still owe them $2 million. So your net worth according to them at -2. So -2. Now, this now, you're going to put it in a f. So, f of g. Oh, let me write it that way first. And get rid of them that here. That here. Come on the screen. F of x equal, what do you say? 1/3 x plus 4. But now, I know f of x you want, you have a f of g of -3. So g of -3 are the -9 over 2. Or really 9 over 2, because the negative them cancel. So multiply by 9 over 2. Right? 3 to 3, 1, 3 to 9. 3, you have 3 3's in a 9, so that gives you 1 out. 3 over 2 plus 4. Alright, plus 4 over 1 make it the fraction. If you work it out, come on denominator, this would have been 3 over 2 plus 8 over 1. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 over 2. So 11 over 2. That would have been what? Mixed fraction. 2 into 10, 5. 5 and a half. Or really 5 and a half this. You see? So the answer is 5 and a half. And what I write no point? 0.5 and this in there. Just keep it as fraction. And next way you could have considered it too, at this. Alright, the answer is 5 and a half. Let me put back the 5 and a half here. So one next way you could have considered it as you put g in a f, right? So if you put g in a f, you have f of x equal 1/3 x plus 4. So the g, you put it right here, so where f there. So f of g of x going to be 1/3 times the whole of this 3x over x plus 1. All of that there, right? Plus 4. And then you want to find, you want to go from fg of x to fg of negative 3. So wherever you see the x, you're going to put negative 3. So this is 1/3, 3 times negative 3 over negative 3 plus 1 plus 4. That will happen. So you have 1/3 times 3 by negative 3 up here, so negative 9 over negative 3 plus 1 and negative 2 plus 4, right? So we're going to have 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 9, 3. Negative 3 over negative 2 plus 4. Same as 3 over 2 plus 4. You're going to end up with the same answer because 3 over 2 plus 4. So we'll go up here so for the space. Are the same thing as 3 over 2 plus 8 over 2. 11 over 2. Same as 5.5. Right? If you don't understand, you know, make a note in a comment. Let me see it. Let me do our next video. Alright. After that, you have more work to do, you know. Let me. Alright, the answer is 5.5 you up there, so let me just delete everything here, so and put back the 5.5 for this up and the 7 for part A. Determine the value of x for which g of x is 5 over 2. The value of x for which g of x is 5 over 2. So, g of x equal 5 over 2. You must determine the value of x, what x be. Alright, pause the video and try. Okay, good. What you get? Now, what they say is determine the value of x for which g of x is 5 over 2. Now, you now go put 5 over 2. Yes, so you know. Some people, the mistake they make is we go put 5 over 2 this one and say 3 times 5 over 2 over 5 over 2 plus 1. That's wrong. Don't do that. Right? That can't work. This is what them say if you do. They say for which g of x is equal 5 over 2, so 3x over x plus 1 equal 5 over 2, and that you do. Right? So here 3x over x plus 1. Alright, this might need a little more space and too much writing and so going confusing. So let me put you over the next screen. 3x over x plus 1. So 3x over x plus 1 equal 5 over 2. Equal 5 over 2. And x then say if you write. Then say if you find. So if you multiply both sides by x plus 1, you have this cross multiply business. But when I will do it just so. You're going to have 3x over x plus 1 equal 5 over 2. You multiply over here so by x plus 1. You multiply over here so by x plus 1. I'll put the x plus 1 in a bracket now. Right? But this is x plus 1 cancel, this is x plus 1. So you have 3x equal 5 over 2 times x plus 1. You see? You might know if you do it automatically and quick, but you just have to go through this step them same way. And then if you multiply by 2, you're going to have 3x equal 5 over 2 times x plus 1. Then you multiply 2 times this, 2 times this. 2 cancel. You see? You have 2, 3, 6x equal 5x plus 1. You see that? So now, what else you do? You're going to say 6x equal 5 times x, or 5x plus 5 times 1, 5. Next, you subtract 5x from both sides. And now you move 5x come over here, so I need to turn negative now. Subtract it. 6x equal 5x plus 5. So what happened? You subtract 5x. When you subtract 5x from itself, you're gone. So you have 6x minus 5x equal 5. 6x minus 5x how much? If you have 6x and you take away 5x, you only have 1x left equal 5. But nobody write the one. You roll out the one I saw. So x equal 5. And that's the answer. You see? X equal 5. Question 4 done. And then we look on question 5 next time.